Example number 3, solving equations in this form. So we've got distributive property on both sides of the equation. So solve and check this equation here. So we've got 1/3 and 1/2 as our coefficients. We can take the multiples of our denominators and try and find a common multiple, which in this case 2, 4, 6, 8, or 3, 6, 9, 6 is common. We can get rid of that denominator by multiplying both sides by 6. So 6 times 1/3 becomes 2, and 6 times 1/2 becomes 3. So now we've got integers in front of the brackets and not fractions. So this cleans this up and makes it much easier to calculate. We still have to do the distributive property, but we're not using fractions anymore. So 2 times the first term, 2x. 2 times the second term, 2 times 1. And we're subtracting. On this side, we've got 3 times 3x is here. And then 3 times 1 here, and we're adding. So to clean this up, this becomes 2 times 2x is 4x. Subtracting 2 times 1 are 2. On this side, 3 times 3x becomes 9x. 3 times 1 is 3. So now we've got 4x minus 2 equals 9x plus 3. Now we can group our terms and then solve. So I'm going to move the 4x over. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. That's the bold here. That leaves me with -2 on the left. 9x minus 4x becomes 5x. And our constants stay the same on both sides. Now I've got a variable and a constant on this side, so I'm going to get rid of the constant. It's plus 3, so the opposite is negative, or subtract 3, so I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. -2 minus 3 becomes -5. And then on this side, these cancel out, so I'm left with 5x. So now I've got -5 divided by 5x, or equals 5x, sorry. I'm going to divide both sides by 5 in order to get x by itself. Make sure you bring your negative down. So these two cancel out, leaving you with just x on the right. -5 divided by 5 gives you -1 on the left. So x is equal to -1. That is the solution to this slightly ugly equation. X is equal to -1. So let's do a check. Rewrite your left side and your right side. Substitute in your calculated value for x and see if both answers match. So x becomes -1. 2 times -1 becomes -2. Subtract 1. Oh, we've got a line problem here. This line should be here. So -2 minus 1 is -3. Now we've finished the inside of the bracket, so now I can multiply by my fraction of 1/3. 1/3 times -3 becomes -1. On my right side, I'm substituting in -1 for x, so 3 times -1 becomes -3. Then we can add 1 to that, which makes it -2. Now we can deal with the coefficient of 1/2. 1/2 times -2 is equal to -1. Both sides match. That means our solution is correct. Now this is a weird situation. X is equal to -1. The left side equals -1 and the right side equals -1. That is not normal. Just to be aware of that, you don't necessarily get that when you do these. All right, that's it for the notes for 8.4. Up next is a show you know. Give it a go.